Yes, bro.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Hi, people. Hopefully you can hear us. I'm Tristnal. You've heard a lot of my voice over the last 12 hours, and for that I'm so very sorry. But here with me is Ayndar.
Hello. You have been a busy boy.
Yeah, I have been. Today has been nuts. So, we present to you Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. No gimmicks, no nothing. But there are some changes, so there are some gimmicks. Namely, we call this All Main Quests Hyper Mode because we have the bunny ears. And we have the bunny ears in this version to act just like the bunny ears do in Majora's Mask. So you move faster, you jump further, you know, all that fun stuff. Hence, Hyper. Oh my lord, okay. Could not get over that. But this is a co-op run, and so we're gonna have some differences as we progress. But otherwise, the name of the game is to complete all the main quests. So get all the stones, get all the stones, pendants. Oh lord, get all the stones, get all the medallions, and then also complete all the side quests for the Big Iron Sword, because Big Iron Sword is cool sauce, and we like that.
It really is.
So to start off, we have very few options as far as where the the route can go. So Ayndar and I split the chores. He is going to attempt to slap the good heavens out of Goma, and I am going to do some chores. I'm going to collect some stuff, including the slingshot. What the hell is happening with our... Oh no. Okay. So essentially, before Ayndar gets done what he's doing, I want to have a full complement of Deku Nuts, which will be used throughout the run, and a full complement of Deku Sticks.
Very useful. This is our friend Goma. Oh, shoot. Alright. Missed the single phase on Goma, but that's okay.
So good news is, while I'm waiting, this guy won't let me leave the forest, but as soon as Ayndar collects that spiritual stone, he'll move.
But nobody likes it. Should be moving now.
Alright, so this is where the co-op runs split, because we're going to have different things to do. There's going to be a little bit of time for each of us throughout the run, particularly in the beginning of the run, where we are going to have to wait for the other one, because this game is not meant to be co-opted, and there's only so much you can do.
I'm gonna chase you into Castletown.
Oh boy.
Shield early.
There are some oddities with this. So this is the Ship of Harkinian version, so this is the same dealio that I played Majora's Mask on earlier. The Harbor Masters folks who have decompiled the game and put it back and made it lovely. And this has a bunch of features, including online co-op, which is a lot of fun. Our rupees are shared, so when we both collect rupees, they both get deposited, but they don't get spent. So I just got rupees there, despite not collecting any. However, Ayndar is going to buy something, and it won't buy it. I'll get the item, but I'm not going to
lose any rupees.
I'm not going to lose any rupees, yeah. So that's kind of an oddity. And then some of the other stuff is like there are certain game states, so you'll see that we'll both have to complete all of Ganon's trials in the tower later. But otherwise, for the most part, things are shared and instantaneous. So you may have seen the bottom right corner. I just got the Hylian shield, so if I were to open up my inventory, boom. So for right now, I am doing pretty bog standard stuff. If you're familiar with this game, I'm heading to the castle. We're going to get Zelda's Lullaby and the letter to allow Ayndar to continue up the mountain. So we are waiting. We're just sitting, chilling, like a villain.
I'm going to grab a bottle. Bottles are handy.
Yeah, ideally what will happen is there's very little stopping point here, and Ayndar will find himself planted right in front of the gate. And the second I get the letter, he'll be off to the races.
Yep, I'm keeping an eye on that little egg on my D-pad, and once that turns into a letter, open the gate and run.
Once we get Zelda's Lullaby, I will let you in on the small amount of chores that I am doing, and then I will pass you over to Ayndar and let him talk you through what he's working on. So how's everybody doing?
This is the worst part of the run.
This is absolutely the worst part, and it happens a couple more times, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast doing it like this. Some of the same bog standard stuff with the Majora's Mask run is that we don't have like we have cutscene skips on and all that stuff, which is why we didn't see any of the intro, and we didn't see any of the Deku Tree, any of that shenanigans. It just makes the game more approachable, at least in our opinion. We've all seen the cutscenes, we don't need to see them again. Alright. Here we go. Oh, well, that's what happens when you miss. Boom. Alright. 3, 2, 1, letter.
Yep. You see the lighting on my, I don't know if you can see the stream or not, Steve, but I almost missed getting into Kakariko Village in the daytime.
Did you really?
Yeah. Like orange twilight.
Some people's kids.
Right?
So now that I've got the song and the letter, he's going to need them as he progresses. However, we also need something else. We need Starry a song. So I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to warp back to Kokiri Forest. And it's now my job to hustle my buns out to the forest meadow, and I'm going to get Starry a song. So that way Ayndar can continue in and go clear Durango Rango, as we call it.
There is a mod that turns Link into Malon.
There's also a mod that turns what's his name into a trash can.
Yeah, Mido.
Yeah, Mido into a trash can. We were talking about it earlier. It's fantastic. Okay. Easy. So this isn't a run that many people would consider official, because obviously bunny ears not intended. It didn't actually work that way in this game. Blah 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 blah. We're here having fun, and that's what matters. And, I mean, you're co-oping a game that was never meant to be co-oped, so that's also a thing.
I'm uncomfortably close to this man's belly button.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, so, save and quit again. So now I've got everything for Ayndar to do his business. I'm off to go collect the Sun Song and wait for the bomb bag. What are you up to?
I am heading off to Sorry, I just saw that Goron jump up right in front of me. You might notice the Gorons have a slightly unusual appearance. That is the setting on Ship of Ocarina, and it is wonderful. Watch this one. Ready? Whoop. Anyway, I'm heading to I almost said Durango, Dodongo's Cavern. And we're gonna do that. We got a neat little skip in there, so shields are so good when it comes to using a lot of bombs because you can shield drop the bomb instantly.
But shield dropping a lot of things, anything carried, is kind of the secret to speed stuff in general. Just because it's so much faster than actually physically dropping an item.
I try to avoid using my security shield in here because there's so many fire enemies that will burn it.
It's also worth noting that anything that requires precision shield dropping tends to be the best bet, because when you shield drop, it places the bomb or whatever you had over your head directly in the middle of Link's model. Whereas if you set things down, he slowly, awkwardly sets it down right in front of him. You know, like how it's supposed to work. Ew. So, during this time, I don't have a whole lot to do. So we usually grab Sun Song. It's not necessarily needed, but it certainly helps if you're ever like behind the 8 ball and you're a little bit slow, or time of day or whatever. Nothing worse than having to wait 2 minutes to get into Castletown or Lon Lon Ranch or anything like that. So. Alright, so while Ayndar's making his way through, the only thing I'm waiting for is Bomb Bag. And then once I do that, I can progress into Zora's Domain, and I have a laundry list of things to do before I do Gaben. And I get that Gold Skull Tula purely because why not?
Alright, here comes a time skip that's hopefully I can nail it first time. I have the last couple of practice runs. It is really just hit the nailed it. That skips a whole section of the dungeon off to the side there. And now Steve has what he needs.
Lovely. Just a bomb drop there. Boom, and we're off to the races. this point, you guys are probably sick of seeing Zelda. Anything to do with The Legend of Zelda, but I promise you, this run goes a lot faster and a lot smoother than an all-masked Majora run. Even though that was a pretty damn cool run, all things said.
I'm gonna capture this fairy here because, frankly, I want to. I think I only have 1.5 hearts left, but Rango not historically is difficult.
I would argue he's probably the easiest boss out of all of them.
Oddly, Ganon is up there.
Ganon is really easy, actually.
None of us have ever died fighting Ganon, ever.
Ganon
It would
dwarf.
be terrible if that happened.
Well, no. Why are you like this? Who hurt you?
Not Ganon.
So, to explain, because he's going to leave that lingering, during a practice run about a month ago, we were, doing our run, times were good, we got to Ganon, the final form, we're there, and I wasn't paying attention, and I got clipped and I got killed. And when you die to Ganon, if you don't have a fairy that ejects you from the castle, and you have to climb the whole castle and fight Ganondorf and Ganon again. So, in a regular play of the game, that's annoying. In a speedrun, that is awful. So, as you can imagine, I rage quit. I didn't actually rage quit, but I pretended like I finished, and then we never talk about that again.
Thank you, Mosaic Al. That's my wife. She cool.
You know who's not cool? That Zoranzo guy.
Yeah. It's like the guy at the grocery store that yells about aliens and just never goes away.
So we have our timing down pretty flat here. Notice that Ayndar just got the Goron's Ruby. This is right after I talked to King Zora. That is consistent.
Almost every time.
Every time.
Now I go for magic and Din's Fire and safety milk.
Yeah, so while I do gaming, you can feel free to fill them in on all of your shopping list and your reasons.
Yeah, so right now we need magic. That's just a must-have. And I'm just messing this up because it's dumb, apparently. Wait, stop it. Stop it. Nick, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm stuck, man.
Just let go.
There.
Oh my lord.
Oh, that's never happened. There we go.
There's a reason. Anybody who follows Ayndar, there's a reason why his most used emote is an emote called BDA.
That was a good time. Okay, well, we're going to go a little faster now if we still want to get the safety milk. Should be okay. Because I went and got the shield early, so we should have time. But magic is essential. And Din's Fire is also essential. Not so much later on.
I think Din's Fire is actually only useful for one thing, and it's entry to the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, and when the walls are closing in on you in the Shadow Temple.
Ah, yes. No, you're right. Not bad. Two things. There we go. I don't actually need those rupees, but I'll take them. Alright, so now we have...
Going for Gaben with Rangin'.
Yeah. All right. There we go. So, our entire notes for this speed run are all. It looks like they're written by somebody who was snorting a line of coke and then went, you know what? Let's speed run a video game.
Slam it with a Red Bull, and off we go.
Let's go. So this is Gaben, and we have, you know, Rango, the boomerang and rangin'. I don't know what we're doing here. I have no idea. I do know that our characters are being defamed in chat. Zoranzo's painting.
Frankly, I don't like that little watery meatball enough to give him a nickname. So.
What?
My first boss fight, the little watery meatball guy.
Oh. I thought you were talking about
really...
Zoranzo. I was like, yeah, me neither. Screw that little watery meatball.
That little watery meatball. It's genuinely not coming to me with it. Anyway, the water temple has a boss, and that boss has a name.
Marfa.
Marfa.
He asks me every time we do a practice run, guys. Every time. I wouldn't say they're strays. I feel like they're deserved. Intentionally loaded the clip.
There's the lucky ticket.
So I'm going to take this moment to mention that there are two camps in the speedrunning community. There's the camp that believes that you know, collecting maps and compasses and stuff is required, and it's part of the game, and you absolutely should have to do it. And then there's the camp that's correct. So you'll notice that I don't collect maps or compasses because they're useless to me, and that's dumb. Why would I do that?
Oh my god, I almost messed up huge, dude.
What did you do?
I just parked myself in front of the castle, and I was like, okay, now I just gotta wait until he's done, but I haven't got Din's fire yet.
Oh. Another clip for the catalog. Let's go.
Shut up.
Watery meatball, yeah.
Watery meatball.
Alright, so I am just about done Gaben here. Final room, and then I'm on my way. And I have some stuff. I will not be going adult Link right away because I've got some other stuff to do. Believe it or not, we're kind of in the home stretch.
Hurrying to get back to where I'm supposed to be, just waiting right now.
Alright. So here's Barnacle Bill. And I'm going to throw my boomerang at him.
Rango. I don't use the boomerang the entire run.
And that's a quick phase right there. If you throw the boomerang fast enough, what'll happen is you catch them just outside, and one Deku Nut is all it takes. So that's a fantastic phase. You can't really get better than that.
That was clean. I can see them.
Yeah. Okay, and there's Baronade. That's a reasonably quick Baronade kill.
That was nice.
And we take damage when he submerges like that, because as soon as you take damage, it goes, hey, we damaged him, let's surface to attack. So by intentionally taking damage there, we just force it instead of having to wait around.
And this should trigger a cutscene any second now on my end.
Okay, so... Okay.
The most useless titular item of the game.
Perfect. Alright, so we now have the Ocarina of Time, and Ayndar is going to go and unlock everything, and his goal is to get me the starter for the Song of Storms and the hookshot. My goal is to get the, well, I just got Farore's Wind, which is huge, and then also, I'm going to the well.
That's a good question. We played around, actually, with swapping up the routes, but at the end of the day, Steve's route has more palaces, and he's faster than I am. Dungeons, palaces,
yeah, a lot of it just came down to testing. We understood the route in general, and it was, okay, this has to happen, and we can't, you know, it was a lot of when statements, you know. And, yeah, it was, we traded, okay, we'll try this, we'll try that, and, ironically, while Ayndar says that I'm faster at things, I think he fails to mention too that there's, like, he does Water Temple better than I do. I can't explain it. He just does it better than I do. So yeah. There were certain things that were like, okay, let's stick to what we're good at, and I think we've just kind of, it really fell in place, honestly, and I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, I remember we tried swapping the runs, and it was weird.
It did feel weird. It was like putting your shoes on the wrong feet. So here is Ayndar himself. Hey.
Chase that child.
The momentary hitch of the game is the game when another player enters the same screen as you. It's subtle.
I can see, like, you're running a little robotic up ahead of me.
So what's going to happen here, and this is the cool thing, is, so Ayndar's right here. He's going to get the song. I can immediately play it. As soon as it's added to my inventory, boom. Oops. There we go. And progress my quest. So the guys at Harbor Masters have done a great deal of work to make sure that this stuff is seamless, and that is crazy sauce. So if we side hop down there and then side hop back, you immediately drop down into the well. Yeah. If you're not impressed by that, the run doesn't get any better, right? Anyway, so
that's all we got.
We Farore's Wind, because we'll use that to escape the dungeon faster. And we're only here to get the Lens of Truth.
Oh! Stupid dumping.
Ideally, the timing works out that by the time I get the Lens of Truth and I turn myself into an adult, by then Ayndar's gotten the hookshot and the bolero, which is the teleport for the fire temple, but I use that as a shortcut to get to the forest temple, and he essentially just sets me up to do the first 2 of my dungeon clears. So okay, so let's see if I can do a fast dead hand here. So we got a double hit. Didn't get one there. Ah, no. He decided he wanted to hang around the hands. I couldn't help that. There we go. a double. Alright. It twitches. Ew. Stop twitching. Ew. Alright.
And lucky you pulled. There are 2 dead hands in this game.
And I pulled both of them, yeah.
You get to fight both.
I am genuinely uncomfortable with dead hands, and I managed to pull the route that fights both. Alright, so. That is me, though. And I am...
I'm climbing the mountain to get Bolero and Tunic. You don't really need the Tunic for the Fire Temple, but you kind of can't avoid getting it.
So one of the things you'd find out if anybody here ever opted to start speedrunning this game, you'll find out that both the water and the fire tunic are incredibly useless because you move through and there's never a time where you're fully submerged or in a fire zone long enough that you'd be like, oh wow, I'm going to die. You just blast through those zones and then you're safe.
First shot.
Crazy sauce.
The time, actually, so technically speaking, the time that you have without the tunic is based on the number of hearts you have.
Yes. Same with your underwater time, actually, is based, the amount of time they give you underwater is based on your total hearts.
So I think at full hearts you have almost 3 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah, the next man.
I feel like I'm getting sassed by somebody in chat, and I don't know why he's talking. When you talk smack, you get hit, sir.
Wait, there's Bolero.
Thank you. And so what that does is that allows me to teleport here, which is faster for me to just teleport here and then take the forest shortcut in the one that
on my screen right now.
Yeah, the one that Ayndar is literally about to go to.
And because I'm here, I'll play this song. Move him out of the way for when Steve gets here.
Perfect. This is the funny part about the co-op run is you see glimpses of each other, but at no point are you ever really working towards the same goal.
Yeah, we run into each other occasionally.
For real, though. No cap. Low key. Alright. So we're gonna come around the corner and risk it for the biscuit. Let's go.
Bottle time. I don't like this part because I almost always use my safety milk in the ice caverns. But the faster I get the iron boots, the better.
Got him.
Fast iron boots allows you to do a quick strategy in the forest temple. Tristnal, I guess I should say.
It saves a very small amount of time, but it is handy. And typically, Ayndar is usually on time with it, within a couple seconds, so I'm not too worried. Particularly because he got the fast Bolero. I wasn't even out of the temple at time before he got the Bolero, so we are on a great pace right now. Unfortunately, there's little in the way of silly, crazy tricks to break the forest temple. It just kind of is what it is, and we just go through it, trying to go particularly fast. Okay, power crouch stab is a thing.
Beautiful, beautiful thing.
So We've already done one jump slash, so we're just gonna power crouch stab. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
What is speedrunning? Well, it's when you play a game, but then like fast. No, oh, I hate the ice keys. The ice keys are the worst. They are the absolute worst. And those. Oh no! I just died, dude.
Jerks. You just died?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got a fairy. That's fine.
Ah.
I'll just have to pick up the safety fairy in the water temple now. I didn't have a chance to use my milk because I was frozen.
So, there's a couple things that the bunny ears allows us to do. Obviously, we move faster, we jump further. So I can very, very small... do a very, very small, rather, sequence break. And it just saves a lot of backtracking. So I'll show you that here in one moment. Why did I go this way? I'm the entire dumb. I'm having a moment. So it is worth mentioning that if you move blocks, the only way those blocks will stay saved in their positions is if you move them all the way and they hit their lock-in position. So, like, this block needs to slot into the end here. It is now saved. Okay, the little jingle tells you it's saved, you're good. So we're going to jump here, face here, and then we're just going to Geronimo. Normally you would come out here, and you would have to flip the hallway and drop through. And I gotta tell you, I'm just not about that life. So. I'm just gonna kill them. No Deku Nuts for me, unfortunately, so we might run low. Throw this. Actually, no, there's a perfect way to refill on Deku Nuts right here.
Yeah, they do. They're the worst.
Right,
and unlike fire keys, after they hit you, they don't get put out. Normally, they're like, if you have a bow, they're negligible. You just walk in here, shoot them all. It's not a big deal. But...
Unfortunately, they can't. You can't like shield them or anything like that. They just kamikaze.
They're unpleasant, just in all aspects of their life.
True that. So it's worth noting that at this point in the run, we are a little over halfway done. Not too much left to do. Unfortunately, Ayndar's got the bulk of what's left because he has his 2 temples and the Gerudo training ground left. So
you also have 2 temples.
I do, but I don't have the Gerudo training ground.
There's your iron boots.
So he actually beat me, despite that death, to the point where I need the iron boots.
Now, right here, I could serenade over to the water temple, but force of habit, like the way that they get the water tunic. Anyway, I think there was a reason when I was doing it, but I don't know what it was.
Okay, so there's the bow. So we are gonna backtrack a little bit here because I have to. And I actually did miss something rather important.
The water temple is neat.
Ayndar just thawing King Zora there. He doesn't even really need the. He doesn't really even need the tunic. It's more about for all main quests we need to do the Big Goron Sword side quest, and if King Zora wasn't thawed, we would not be able to do it.
That was the thing I forgot. Yeah, that's why. I knew I did it for a reason. Okay, this temple is fun. It's not fun, but for the quick route, it's neat because I'm going to skip probably, 70% of this temple?
I feel like, honestly, the water temple is a lot... Like, people give it shit, but I feel like it's a lot easier than we remember when we were kids. And when you speedrun it and you realize you don't have to go to the vast majority of places, it's also kind of a lot better.
The trick is you need 3 keys. That's the important part. That's one of them that was floating past.
So by putting on the iron boots and then hookshotting to the chest and spamming A. Oh no. Guess what just happened, Chris?
What?
The controller non-functioning shenanigans.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Where my controller won't work.
Fix it.
That's not what I want. Oh no. This is a bug that's been around for a while, and I don't know what even causes it.
Well, we started way ahead of time, so I mean, if you need to restart your computer, or...
No, I need to just restart the client. I don't know if it saved that key though. Oh no. I'm now Kid Link. Oh. Okay, so I'll keep plugging away because it hurts and this is an event. But what just happened is an issue that it's a bug in this version, and for whatever reason, your controller just stops being recognized, and then you can't put any inputs, and so you have to restart the client in order to get control back. So lovely.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. And like I said, I don't even know if that saved that key. I guess we shall see. I assume it sent the save for it to you, and then it bounced back to save when I restarted. So I'm gonna assume it's good, and hopefully we only lose a minute or so.
Yeah, worst case scenario, go into DevTools and grab the key. Like, you did pick it up. It's not like
I did, yeah. Okay, Master Sword.
Okay, there's key number 2. And I'm restarting the game to go back to the beginning of the temple because it's faster.
Oh, my Damn it. Well, a glitch like that, unfortunately, it's nobody's fault, but it does take the wind out of your sails.
A little bit, but we'll recover and keep going.
2 keys, I think I'm okay. I just need to make my way all the way back to...
Worst case scenario, I have to do most of the trials.
Yeah.
I think probably all it'll affect. Well, that's fine.
Poor Liam's gonna have extra time to practice. Alright, take 2 on the forest temple there, folks.
And there's lucky key number 3.
Awesome. So, for those that watched this morning with the goofy ass, moon that I had, there's going to be a cool thing a little bit here once I'm done this. Temple. Or it might be uncomfortable for you. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see. I find it hilarious.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Talking about the necks. The big giraffe necks.
Oh.
Alright. We don't collect that chest. We don't care what's inside. Hop there, because hopping sideways up a flight of stairs is faster than walking up the stairs.
Not in real life, don't try that.
Yeah, don't do that, IRL. Let's not.
We're not responsible.
Let's not tempt fate. I don't need somebody being like, I solid snaked up the stairs and it didn't work.
Guy on the internet told me.
He said side hopping up the stairs is the best, or down. It's the fastest way. Ma, get the meatloaf. That's what every one of these runs just evolves into, is us just memeing and being dumb. So, welcome to our inner circle. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, there we go. Just a little mishap, but we're fine.
Fun fact of this part, if you turn around and back walk, you can see Dark Link appear. Only way to do it. There it is.
Alright. So let's see here.
I have to wait for him to attack me, that's why. Any second now.
This is like a guide on what not to do.
Damn it.
Alright, third hit on Ganon. So Phantom Ganon. Oh, you dork. Oh. I looked away for a second. Uh-oh. There we go.
Yeah, here's the other safety fairy on my path.
What about your path?
I was just saying, along the path I take, that's the second safety fairy that I come across.
Ah, yes. There are safety fairies strewn all along the route for both of us, so if we're ever feeling stupid, we can always have a safety fairy.
Just a good thing to have, really.
Yes. Really helps.
All we need now is the boss key. Fight the watery little meat.
Why? Oh, that was awful. Alright. Time to party where the fire is. You'll notice our Gorons has exceptionally long necks. Like, freakishly long necks. Terrifyingly long necks. My understanding...
This is a cool skip.
Oh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What's up?
Oh, this is the cool skip with all the Tektites in the water and the door. But if you angle yourself and don't get hit by that boulder, you can actually just skip right on by.
And that jump and a number of others that have been made this run is exactly why this would never be welcome on any sort of leaderboard, because it's kind of silly and we're just doing this for funsies. And yeah, I mean, it's an item that doesn't truly exist in Ocarina, at least not in the way that it's portrayed here, so please don't at us. Although that jump that he did make is doable in the base game, you just need the hover boots to make it. So, you know. Fun fact.
Here we go, meatball time. Right. So I'm gonna try to trap him in the corner. Excuse me. Here we go.
There you go. More for quick kill, eh? That's what we like to see. Surprisingly easy to do, but also very easy to screw up.
Otherwise, you've got to pull them out of those water tentacles multiple times.
I don't like water tentacles. That's, you know.
I don't like that dripping noise that comes from the roof at the end.
True.
Unnervingly realistic.
And now I just gotta pee.
Which you absolutely can do in about an hour. Pop on. This is an important part of my run here, and a good reason why we get to the Sun Song. Because before I head off to Gerudo, I'm going to grab the fire arrows. And now a quick game reset will bring me right back to the Temple of Time, where I can grab the Song of whatever.
Song of whatever.
Prelude of Light. Exactly what it is.
You sound like everyone's dad ever. I don't know, song of whatever. Song of...
By the cars?
Who cares? It's by the cars.
I like Rick Ocasek.
I'm a Perry Como fan.
Neil Sedaka.
We're done.
There are 21 people currently watching. Put Liam on.
Boo! Down in front. Who let these two clowns on?
And you know what? I bet you Liam's one of them.
Probably.
Yep,
Boo! Put me on.
put me on. Debated this part when we were routing on whether or not to take the extra minute to go get Epona's song.
We've never needed it though.
Yeah, ultimately we decided we didn't really need it, and then we thought about maybe getting it as a safety, but again, just didn't really need it. Epona in the actual game is really good for one of two things. Getting across that bridge, which you can do with the long shot, and getting the archery up behind the building. really all you need.
Yeah, we just don't have need for that.
That move, when she does that, if you get hit by it, you go to the gym.
You go to jail. Straight to jail.
She's spicy.
Believe it or not, straight to jail. Anybody gets that Parks and Rec reference, you're my kind of people.
This was one of the hardest parts during practice, to just remembering where to go in this stupid fortress.
Yeah. Oh. Well, it's probably good I fell to the outside instead of the inside. Like a big old loose tooth.
I think I misheard you.
Like a big old loose tooth?
I thought you said I got a big old loose tooth, and I'm like, that's a weird thing to announce to everybody.
Oh my lord. Come on. Oh, Link, why? Oh. This is a comedy of errors at this point.
Funny thing is, the last practice we did, we PB'd.
We did. I don't think we PB here, but
We just nailed it, and now we're like, eh. We peaked.
it's true.
He'll just follow us. Seems to know where he's going. If any of you are getting sick and tired of watching this lady in red, this is the last time I have to fight her.
Lady in red. That's all I can think of. Alright. Can't help but looking at those Gorons and laughing. They're so stupid looking. Alright. At this point in the game, we're having very different adventures. He's running around the desert, and I am fighting a dragon.
Comfortable name.
Damn it. I missed.
Oh, the Poe deked me.
Did he?
I call him Edgar Allan for no reason.
Oh my lord, stop. Oh. I've never seen that happen before. That's crazy sauce. I'm gonna drink the milk just to be safe. This is the real fun part about doing marathons and stuff is you can prepare all day every day. You can still just show up and do dumb shit. You'll be like, why? Why did I do that?
7 practice runs all went perfectly. The one that gets wrecked. We just dip inside the temple here just to get the song so we can come back.
Oh, I forgot a I forgot a heart container. Oh well. One less heart container.
Well, now we're gonna die.
Alright, so my job now is to go do the Shadow Temple. I just warp and get the math out of here.
You know what I could do for funsies? I could get the heart at Twin Rova.
You're trying to do what now?
I said I could pick up the heart after fighting Twin Rova that I always skip.
Oh yeah, you could. And then we're net positive. Or net neutral rather.
So there's 2 sides to the Spirit Temple, kid side and adult side. Kid side to the left. First. That was rad as hell. Yeah. Oh when we got back into it, I remember Twin Rova being my favorite, and then I did it again, and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah, Twin Rover's not. It doesn't age well. Alright, so here I get to do Dead Hand for the second time. Because fucking. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Effing my luck, but yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, in my defense,
Oh no!
we're donating for the children, but the children should not be watching this. That's all I'm saying. Be like, where'd you get that Xbox 360, Billy? Like a foul-mouthed Canadian guy gave it to me. Aw, come on. Like, look at Dead Hand. He's so creepy. Oh my god. Why? Like, why? Alright.
You're not gonna believe this. But it was a good thing I picked up that second fairy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a marathon
I've never died
strats.
before on this run.
Marathon strats, baby.
Never. Once. Ever.
I mean, this is why when you ask people about like marathon routes and why they tend to differ, and it's like you might not see a different route per se. You're more likely to see a difference in the play style of those around you, because oh lordy, is it nothing worse than preparing for a run and then, you know, like dying or something stupid, and then the run is just invalidating. You can't, you know, pull it back. That sucks so bad.
You prepare for trouble and make it double.
Meow. That's right.
I would tend to agree, yeah, about the Twin Rova thing. It didn't age. It's just that, like, half the time, not so much the part where she bonds together and it's one. It's when the two of them separately.
Well, you don't like it when the old ladies get hot? Come on.
The pathing is gnarly.
Oh. Well, that was a time costly mistake. Could scratch my face, and camera gets away from me, and I miss my platform. Marathon strats.
Hey man, you're bad at this game.
Oh good god there, bud. It's like watching
Jeez,
somebody get into a car accident repeatedly.
What a fairy thing, though.
That is called a quick drop.
Now I can use magic to light these braziers, but I am going to play it safe, because not playing it safe hasn't worked out for me so far.
even doing?
Genuinely don't know. Beating the Shadow Temple, I guess.
I suppose so. Just phoning it in, boys. Like we're an hour 15 in, and we're in the home stretch, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Bet on black. Oh, really?
I even need to get this kid. Oh yeah, I didn't see it. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Actually, the last time we practiced, I went here and had to go back to it.
Alright, now that I've made probably more mistakes in the last 10 minutes than I have this whole run.
Right?
Like, what am I doing, man? I blame the fact that I've been basically on since I woke up this morning. So, one run after another, which is entirely my own fault. I understand that, but I can't be held accountable for my actions. So,
Not really sure what my excuse is.
BDA energy.
Got an excuse there. All of that to get those so that I can do the idle first.
Let's go. Kobe. Oh, that was not Kobe. That didn't go in. Oh no. I don't know what's more embarrassing, the fact that I missed a shot that I've made dozens of times, or the fact that I called the shot thinking I made it. Embarrassing. Could never be me. Except it was me. It was all me. Alright. Let's do this.
Well, depending on how this shakes out, we have two options.
Okay.
Because usually you're done by now and working on the trade sequence. But due to circumstances, it's a little different. So either I just go and do all the trials and see how that works out, or we just skip getting the big Goron sword altogether.
Oh no, it's part of the requirements. I say you go do the trials, and I'll go get big Goron sword.
Right, otherwise it's just an 90%.
Yeah. So, you know, we're already running a sham of a speed run. I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could handle the idea that I cheated too. Plus, what an auspicious charity event that would be, post a world record first thing in the morning and then cheat later in the afternoon. I'm not about that life, man.
Roller coaster of wind. I was gently suggesting, Corn, so it's not defensive.
Little Corn's trying to start an argument. What a guy.
Well, that was silly.
Last minute drama. Yeah, of course. Let's go. I always hate that they tuck the boss key back in here like this. It's awful. Awful feeling.
That's what it is.
All right. Now I need. All right. Here's hope for a good bongo bongo. I love how you're talking about me like I'm like a million miles behind. Not that far.
You're doing it. Navi's screaming at me like there's an armored guy with an axe the size of a Buick trying to kill me, and Navi's like, "Hey!"
Hey, do you know who that is? No, but I prefer that you stop yelling at me.
Really, rather you let me concentrate.
It's Liam. It was Liam in the armor the whole time. Liam Retro, you guys can take that to the bank. That is not a conspiracy theory. It's confirmed. Liam was trying to kill him the whole time.
I'd love to tell you all about him.
All right. Time for the final stretch. It's in the Tristnal files. Oh, jeez. Let's not even start that. Oh, God.
are not alone. Everyone hates Navi.
Now this picture's pocket sand.
I've heard a lot of argument over who's worse between Navi and Midna.
Midna's a dick. Like, openly a dick. And if you think Midna's not worse than Navi, you're crazy. Navi is annoying. Midna's a jerk. That's the difference.
Midna's useful.
Yeah, but the discussion wasn't usefulness. It was whether or not it's a jerk. Or who's worse. I guess it all factors in. Damn it! I love how he's over here worried about whether or not he's gonna have to do all of Ganon's castle, and I'm like, no, he doesn't even have the big key yet.
The key that I'm about to grab?
I think you best mind your backyard before you look stupid into mine.
My goodness.
I feel like the best co-op runs are the ones where the teammates are adversarial. You know, like it's not we're working towards a common goal. It's stop breathing on me, I hate you. It's like a road trip with your family.
Sure. 30 seconds opening the stupid chest. I hate these passive aggressive skulls. They're not even flying into me, they're just annoying me.
Oh man, so much teleporting around. Oh, look who just entered the boss room. Oh no, look who's fighting an Iron Knuckle.
This is the lady from the cutscene that we didn't show.
I'm just saying, you're not even to the boss, and I'm like halfway done the trade sequence, alright?
It's like the boss's doorman.
That's a hell of a door made, though. Big dude in a suit of armor, or a lady in a suit of armor.
Oh, what's that? That looks like Twin Rova. Yo! One of the jankiest boss fights. Oh, don't fly off that way. Come back. Damn it. Yank, stupid fight. What are they doing? There's no discernible pattern?
Apparently there's a way to manipulate them, but I don't know that. Which is a fantastic thing to say when you're like, look at our skills as speedrunners.
What a couple of witches.
Those bee hutches.
Like, this idiot's... Oh, there we go. We're right into it. Nice. We'll take that every day and twice on Sunday.
I'd buy that for $1. No. Yeah. No, what fell? Alright. I need to wrap this bitch up. I gotta tell you though, I'm not gonna be real upset if I have to show up late to
The trial?
yeah. Be like, oh no, darn it. Oh darn.
Oh, shucks, I don't have to participate.
Damn it.
Like, what? I missed an assembly at school? Damn. I was really into that pep rally. Or sports team, I don't care about.
You know, I would love to see for a run for next year, or the next time we run an event. I'd love to see a Stardew Valley speed run.
Yeah. Have to convince Lauren.
No. She'll never play. Lauren's not exactly a speedrunner.
To be fair, I'm not a speedrunner either.
I'm a speedrunner.
I'm a speed racer. Oh, this is one cutscene they didn't cut out.
Yeah, there's a handful in Majora's Mask too that for whatever reason are still there. And I just question it. I'm like, why? What are we doing?
Yeah, you just kind of have to sit and listen to these two bicker for a minute.
To be fair, it is a lot faster than the actual cutscene. But still.
That is like the worst soundbite.
To Lake Hylia.
There you go. You got your heart for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay, so now all medallions are done. The Rainbow Bridge is open.
I'm on the last 2 steps for the sword, so... I just witnessed you have to look up the prelude. You know the best part is? You could have save and quit faster than that.
Yeah, sure. Trying to kill time so my buddy can join me in the trials.
Yeah.
So, fun fact. It's important that we do the shadow trial first. Because it has... Well, it's not really a fun fact. stay factor. Because it has the gold gauntlet. I need it in the fire truck.
Yeah, and then that way you're not, well, you're not like bashing your head against stuff, and well, you need it for the fire shrine and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good job, man. Way to plan ahead. I'm so proud of you. Chad, are we all proud of Ayndar? I'm very proud of Ayndar right now. Alright. Make him think I'm disappointed in him. He's not mad, he's just disappointed. He's an okay lad. I'm sorry, but when Vince, who is one of the biggest human beings I've ever met, he's just a chungus of a man, just a beef stick in a man suit, and he calls other people lad. That's the only time I'll accept it. I feel like Vince is a lad. I'm short.
I bet you Vince is 10 times stronger than all of us.
He's what?
I bet you he's 10 times stronger than all of us.
Probably. Threaten his bubby and then see what happens. Is he just like He-Man's your head from your shoulders? So we don't have Epona. She would be slightly faster, but no. We could easily fit Epona into this route. It's just a matter of finding the use for her. Outside of like one thing that we can already do anyways. And it's not like I'm missing much because Chris is currently doing the trials, so yeah.
You're up the fire truck. Oh.
Yeah, the bunny ears really changes. That's why we called the category hyper, because it really like it changes everything about the run.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's gonna be somebody who pushes up their glass and goes, excuse me, but that's not a real run. I'd be like, nope, no, it's not.
What jewel am I missing now?
There we go. I'm on my way.
What is happening?
You're missing,
Did I miss this one? I did. Oh, for God's sake. This is going well.
So you've done what? Shadow and you're working on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as far as I've got.
I'm just gonna pick a direction, I guess, and just go because we'll have to cross at some point. And I have to do them anyway, so it's whatever.
Never had this much trouble with the fire temple. The fire trial. Oh my goodness. This is nuts, dude. Don't play anymore.
was like, do I? Oh no, do I not have? I do.
Oh shit. Okay, what one are you in right now?
Light. Or not light, spirit. Now I'm heading to light.
I'm in light right now.
Oh, are you? Okay, I will skip it. I'll go do fire.
There's done. Just water and forest, I think.
Yep. Okay. Water. I don't have blue fire.
Is light done?
Light is... No, you were in light.
Yeah, I just finished it. You're in water?
Yeah, I'm in water.
Okay, I'll head into the forest.
That sucked.
Sometimes the bunny hood really works against you.
A little bit.
Like in the forest temple when you gotta jump onto that pillar.
I do be like
It's
that.
so easy to over jump it.
Thanks, Patsy.
Go on ahead and rock on in there, bud. So let me get the door for you.
You did. It was great. Showed me a good time.
Now I've got to clean up the ones that I'm missing. Well, presumably he starts the tower climb. It's okay, there's still a bunch of crap to fight from tower climb, so I'll catch up to him.
he's so crabby. I think he's just mad because I finished the trade sequence he caught up.
It helps that I biffed the fire trial like 8 times. That was
Yeah, that probably doesn't help either.
that was wild, man. I've never had that much trouble with that trial.
So, don't ask questions, man. They make pills for people that fuck up the fire trial that much, or?
Not doing that bad for all the fungal bit. What was our timing? Was it like 154 or something?
I think so, yeah. 154 and change. 154.40, maybe? Although I might just be thinking of the band 5440.
I was gonna say, that's not just the band.
I don't have a fairy. This is very dangerous.
You go.
I'm dead. Well, good news is, it's your time to shine, champ. What the hell happened to my fairies?
Wonder if it was from when you restarted.
I did lose all. That's honestly upsetting because that's not even my fault.
You was robbed.
I was. Well, just think how far ahead we'd be if I didn't have that happen, right?
Magic in any of these? A little bit. That'll do. Yep, I'm gonna do it. And stop and get some magic at the bottom there because I was gonna run out.
Been there.
That's never fun. For the time, we'll go from when I finish because I'm a little bit behind.
Whoever, yeah. Final time is whoever finishes at the end, or second.
Totally missed my jump flash.
Yo, caught him. Let's go.
I still did it in 2 phases. Yeah. In the original setting, we could actually hit each other. So it got pretty, especially the Ganon fight, we'd have to lead our separate Ganons away from each other, otherwise we'd be beating on each other.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah, the escape. Just a lot. We like fun things.
You know, we like to have fun here.
It's been a while since I've seen your giant head.
Yo, look at all the raiders. Hey. Unfortunately, you guys caught. It's actually not a race, it's a co-op. But you do close enough. It might as well, honestly, we're so adversarial, it may as well be a race.
He calls it a race because he's a hit. Yeah, you're alright. And you know why he's a head, folks? Because he died. He's bad at the game.
I'm gonna die to Ganon because you are trolling the hell out of me.
Ah! Alright, here's the strat for Ganon. You ready? Easy peasy. What is it? Oops. What is it?
Let's run in front of him.
What is it? It honestly makes him one of the easiest bosses in the game.
There we go. It's like, how many more shots is he gonna take? This is bullshit. Hey, you guys. Alright. Remember, timer stops when the second of the pair finishes their Ganon, their final shot on Ganon.
Controller works on it. What?
Corin, because you couldn't get my timer. For some reason. Let's go. Oh. That's not. No! Oh! That's really bad. Alright. Hey, thank you for the donation. Hey, we're up over $1,000. I'll take it. The world is not a stable place, and you guys all still came together to donate 1,000. It's small, but it matters. And there's me. Get ready to stop time as soon as Chris hits.
Be any second now. There we go. Alright.
I saw 154.38. That I think that might actually be a PB again, which is crazy sauce. What?
It was the. Yeah.
What?
That's. I don't know. It's like the first we play, the faster we go. There's a correlation here, but it's confusing.
Cool. I don't even understand anymore. I don't. Thank you for the GGs, guys.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, so that was all main quests glitchless done co-op. Yeah.
Is it just me, or did that feel like no time at all?
It really did feel like it flew by, so
Like
I hope it felt like that for you guys too.
Like with 2 hours with you, I usually feel every minute of it, but
wow,
zip by.
Wow. Oh no! Why are you like this? Okay, you can cut the music down. I don't want to talk to this guy anymore. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Watching.
See ya.
Bye-bye. I think we're still going. Like when you say goodbye to someone at the grocery store, then you both walk down the same aisle.
It's awkward because you see them